Hello, everybody, and welcome back to episode 50 of the LoofCast. How y'all doing today? Can you believe we've actually been here for 50 episodes?
Yeah, that's kind of hard to believe, I'm not gonna lie.
4 years.
It's kind of...
Took us 4 years to get this far. That's an average of 12 and a half episodes every year. So you know what? I'm proud of us.
I mean, it works out, right? That kind of maths.
That does kind of math.
Supposed to be doing it twice a month, but don't worry about that.
Well, here's the thing. The math of that does not work out in the slightest. Do you know why?
What?
Because we've been doing this podcast for 4 years, and if we have on average 12 and a half episodes a year for 50 episodes. Oh no.
Yeah,
so
you're supposed to be right.
Yeah,
that is
no, because we're supposed to be doing 24 episodes a year. Wow, that's actually really bad. Never mind. I am so sorry. It is currently 8 in the morning. I have been awake all night working on an upcoming charity event that I have. So I have not slept in well over God knows how long. I'm kidding. It's only been like 19 hours.
Can't make me laugh that hard. I have a coughing attack.
Yeah, he's sick. I've been up all night. I'm dealing with like last minute prep before vacation because for those who don't know, it's currently Friday the 13th.
13th.
Yeah.
Oh great.
Oh shit!
Oh, great.
I shouldn't have said that. I have to go to work today. Oh fuck me. Okay. So yeah, for those who don't know, I'm dealing with a lot of vacation stress. I've been up all night. I'm going on vacation starting the 16th, so 3 days from now. It's currently Friday the 13th, which is like the worst day we could be doing anything, I suppose. God, I really wish I didn't say it.
And you brung it into existence, right?
I have. Now this day is going to be cursed as shit for me. I don't want to drive to work now. Oh, fuck. But yeah. It has been 50 episodes of the LoofCast over the last 4 years. It is Friday the 13th. I'm getting ready to go to vacation on the 16th. I'm going to TwitchCon. Which will, honestly, this will be like my first actual vacation this year. I know I take time off and go on trips relatively often, but usually they're work trips.
Yeah, facts.
Which is really funny.
The Amazon man is here, hang on.
All good, I will continue talking. But yeah, oh god, it is Friday the 13th, and I'm sorry if you can hear that construction outside in the background. It's been going on for months. I really can't mask the sound of it any better. Which is unfortunate, but yeah. Either way, happy 50th episode, happy Friday the 13th. Hopefully y'all are doing well. But today we don't really have a set topic picked out. Each one of us has a few things to ramble on about, which are definitely interesting. And then there's kind of one more broadish topic that we talked about that we want to go over.
Yeah, there's a very... We just kind of want to splurge on this episode.
Yeah.
It's kind of wherever.
It's going to kind of go wherever, but there's one very serious topic relating to creator safety that we're going to get into a bit later.
Yeah. The first thing I guess we'll talk about is, I can tell you, I've been teasing this to Lucy the last couple of days because I had school yesterday. How much of the story can I actually... Hang on.
I know what,
I have to think about
what story you're talking about.
I have to think about how much. I have to think about how much I can tell of the story.
I was gonna say I know what you're talking about, and I don't think it's a good idea.
Okay, I won't tell you why I did it, but I met the chicken lady of Ybor.
Okay, we were thinking of two different things.
Okay.
Anyways, we're back.
Backtracking. To continue, so there's a college project I'm doing, right? Where I have to do a news story on a certain subject, right? That pertains to my area. It's the Ybor chickens, right? Now, if you don't know what the Ybor chickens, and we're like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I was one of those people.
There's a town. There's a town in Tampa called Ybor. It's like the historic Cuban cigar town, like the little strip, Cuban restaurants all along, Greek restaurant, everything, right? There's a bunch of pubs down there, but then it's also one of national chicken sanctuary.
Yeah, I need y'all to understand. This motherfucker was telling me what he was doing for the day. And he just sends me a DM that says, Google the Ybor City chickens. Mind you, I've never heard of this, but that city is apparently a sanctuary for chickens. Go figure.
Yeah, so basically in the early 1800s, right? Cuban cigar factory workers migrated over here to Florida, right? And they brung chickens along with them, and they just kind of lived in the town. Well, they kind of never left.
Yeah, I was gonna say they've been there.
So yeah, they're now I don't remember if they're federally or state protected, but you can't fuck with them. Is basically the summary of it, right?
So if I gotta square up with the chicken in Ybor City, I'm going to jail.
Pretty much. So my angle on the story, was how we're keeping the community clean, right? For both the chickens and us, right?
And the people.
Right. Okay, great. So while I was doing that, I'm on the street with a fucking $10,000 camera.
Oh yeah,
And a tripod in my hand, right? I'm with somebody else, but there's a lot of homeless people in Ybor, unfortunately. So kind of paranoid about this, and this lady just comes up to us, right? We tried to interview one person that owns like a strip of property that's like a connector between two roads, right? But then they were like, "This is private property, you can't record on here," and we were gonna do an interview with one of them, and then she kind of just disappeared. So we're like, okay, whatever.
Gotta love media journalism. I did this for about a year straight. It was my worst goddamn nightmare trying to get people on camera interviews.
Yep. So guess what, Lucy? This will blow your fucking mind. All of a sudden, this shorter lady, older lady, came up to us, right? I was like, "Hey, are you guys doing like a class project thing?" And I'm like, "Yeah."
The fact
How do you know about
terrifying.
that? How do you know about that? And she was like, "Oh, I think were you the guys that tried to call me?" And we were like, No, what are you talking about? So this is apparently what happened. And if you guys ever get into media journalists class or broadcasting or anything, right, where you have to go make your own story, do not ever fucking do this. You know how disrespectful this is? Basically, another group called this artist, the person that we met on the street, right?
Yeah.
And I'll get into who she is here in a minute. But called her looking for her, right? But she was still outside parking. So instead of just waiting for her to get to the front door, they just left.
Oh no, I'm gonna tell you this right now.
Because they apparently found another lead. And I'm like, what?
I'm gonna tell you this right now. I don't give a shit. If you ever work in journalism, you do not abandon somebody like that. If you are the one waiting for somebody to get there for an interview, you do not do that. That is one of the most fucked up things you could do.
Exactly. So I was like...
And it's also just how you build a bad reputation as a journalist.
Exactly. So I was like, oh, okay, I'm so sorry about that. That's rude. We will interview you right away. And she was like, sure, would you like to come up to my studio? So meanwhile, they had to film outside. Apparently they met a Cuban, right, that had a connection to the chickens. But they had to film outside in 95-degree weather. Meanwhile, we went upstairs to the third floor of an art studio and we're in AC.
Oh, that's
and
even
good
better.
Sound conditions.
I was gonna say, yeah.
No.
You don't have to worry about like any outside like sounding. Anything.
No traffic going by, nothing, bro.
That's really good luck finding a lead like that just out of nowhere because another group is like disrespectful fucking people.
And you know what? To get into this, who this lady is, she is the chicken lady, and I actually want to plug her real quick. Let me find her card, because she does a lot for the community.
Oh fuck yeah!
In my town, her name Uh, her first name is Lynn. Lynn. I don't want to mispronounce her last name, but if you want to find
How's the last name
her,
spelled?
if you want to find her website is www.lynnratty. Sorry, brain had a
Rattery.
short circuit.
Rattery.
.com. Lattery.
Rattery.
Rattery. Yeah, Lynn Rattery. She is the chicken lady. I'll
If
have
I
Lucy
pronounce that
put
wrong, you can come after me for that. I gave it my best shot. But I believe
You
Lynn
can.
I believe Lynn Rattery is how it'd be pronounced.
Mm-hmm. She's known as the chicken lady because she, for the last 13 years, has after she retired from being a teacher here at a local school, but to become an artist and paint the chickens that were around the area, right? Because one of the things that she said in my interview was when sunlight hits the chicken's feathers in like a certain way, right? There's a spontaneous burst of colors that cannot be recreated like anywhere else, right?
Oh shit.
And she wanted to be able to capture that. So like a lot of her picture, dude, you should have seen her studio. Like
I'm
to
gonna
her,
look up
she
some
had
of
it
her
as a
stuff.
mess and stuff like that, bro. It was astonishing.
That's the one
Um,
thing too, is like artists, like their studios may be a bit messy sometimes according to them, but like that's like where fucking creativity happens, dude. It's so fucking beautiful, and there's so much talent sitting in there too.
yep.
But like
Yep.
that's fucking sick though.
Yeah, so she was very super nice about it and everything. Oh, is that my? God damn it! Hang on, my doctor is calling me.
Uh, continuing on. That's really cool though, I will say. Um, Artists are like one of the most like amazing types of people I've ever seen. I will say, like they're just so cool when it comes to like the amount of raw talent that like artists display, and everybody like I've ever seen has like such a different and unique style that's like unique to them as a person, which is probably one of the coolest things that I know about art and that I've ever seen in reference to it. It's definitely one of my more favorite things when it comes to a lot of it. Um, I don't know if he has anything left to say about the chicken lady of Ybor City, but I do have a little side tangent that I want to go on real quick, and this is a very very ironic side tangent considering I am the devil on the internet, internet Satan as I call myself. And for those of you who don't know, listen to this podcast, LuciKOH actually stands for Lucifer, King of Hell. It is a little bit of a joke name that started out back in 2019, but it has very quickly become my brand. And so I am internet Lucifer. It is a great time. But ignoring that, this is going to be probably the funniest rant that I've gone on because it does correlate to the original identity of Lucifer, which is really funny. But recently I've been on like TikTok, Instagram, any of the social medias where people really post like a lot of video or like generated content, not AI generated, but like procedurally, like just like generated images, but not AI, like CGI. That's the word I'm looking for. I don't know why that was so hard to think of, but like CGI videos. And recently I've been on a bit of a space kick, so I've been seeing a lot of like these videos of space, and like I've been seeing both procedurally like CGI'd videos of space and also what are they called, like images from the James Webb and like Hubble telescopes as they're getting further out there. And this has probably been the one thing that pisses me off the most with all the recent space content I've been seeing. Now, Space is cool. I love seeing the content of it, right? Like I saw some photos of what we call the pillars of creation from like the James Webb and Hubble telescopes, and it's such a beautiful fucking sight. Like so much of the space, like of the stuff I see, like from these telescopes, is one of the most amazing things I've seen.
It's mind blowing.
It really
Actually
is
mind blowing.
But one thing that's been pissing me off to no avail, and this is where like this is where the funny part of the rant comes in with me being internet Satan. Is all of the people in the comments who will respond to people saying like, dude, space is cool, like, the universe is amazing, and all these people who respond to that going, God is amazing, God made this all, and I'm just like, dude, I don't care, have your beliefs, believe in whatever the fuck, whether you want to believe some giant sky person created the universe, or whether you want to believe that, like, a fucking turtle walks around the earth or carries the earth on its back or whatever that fuck that mythology is. Whether you want to believe fucking...
Wait. Did you just turn a plot line from the Avatar, The Last Airbender, into a religion?
I've never seen Avatar The Last Airbender. I'm referring to an actual turtle religion.
What? Wait a minute.
What?
Hold the phone. No, we're canceling all conversations.
No, we'll get back to that in a minute. We'll get back to that in a minute.
No more.
But no. I took the turtle in the back thing from an actual religion. That's like a subset of pagan religion. So you cannot call me out on that. That was not Avatar: The Last Airbender that came up with that. That is pagan. That is a pagan belief.
You have sinned. Lucy,
hang on. Hang on. We're gonna go back onto topic real quick for a second. I just need to state, I don't give a shit what you believe in, but quit forcing your fucking beliefs on people in Instagram comment sections. I don't care if you believe in God. I don't. Therefore, I think the universe is cool, alright? You can think it's cool as well, and you can think God designed it, but I don't believe God designed shit because I don't believe God is real. Quit forcing your beliefs on others. Fuck that shit.
I don't mind.
Alright, now we can go back to the cardinal sin of me not watching Avatar.
Listen. I don't mind those comments on the post itself when you reply to other people saying that the universe is cool and then saying God is great.
Well, that's what I'm referring to. That's all I've been seeing.
Yes.
That's all I've been seeing.
I don't care if you put it on the actual post. Cool. If that's what you believe in, cool. And that's what you want on your page, no problem. I have no problems with that.
Yeah. If you reply to the actual post,
stop forcing it on other people's comments.
If you reply to
leave
the
them
post,
alone.
I don't have an issue. Like the only reason I started noticing this was because I commented on an image of the James Webb telescope, and immediately after I said, like, I don't even remember what I commented. It was something along the lines of like, the fact that like I said something about like the fact that like billions of years have come together for us to be able to see this.
Yeah.
And someone was like, God specifically designed it for us to see this. And I was like, really?
A lot of those, and keep in mind, a lot of those are bots, too. So.
Yeah, but, like, the problem is the bots were made by somebody. That's my issue.
That's correct. Yeah, that's correct.
Is that, like, people can't just leave well enough alone.
Mm-hmm.
But,
now,
yeah, back to
Lucy,
the cardinal sin of me never seeing Avatar: The Last Airbender.
You have sinned.
Yeah,
you know that. You know Kratos.
Yeah.
Zeus. Satan.
Yeah.
Voice crack. That was terrible.
I've never seen Avatar: The Last Airbender.
All right, so we're gonna be watching that every night for the next 3 weeks now, right? Is that what you're saying?
I won't even be in town in 3 days.
That's great. That's wonder you're gonna have to figure it out. In the mountains.
To be fair, in my defense,
there is no defense.
There is a defense here. The reason I actually never watched Avatar: The Last Airbender was because when I was younger. And when I say younger, I think I mean like 13. I don't know when this came out, to be honest. But it was at some point. It was
earlier than that.
Huh?
It was earlier than that. Go ahead.
Oh no, I don't mean the anime.
Wait. What do you mean? What are you talking about?
So what I'm referring to The reason I never watched the anime. No. Let me finish.
Oh,
let me
no.
finish. The reason I never watched the anime of Avatar: The Last Airbender is because the first exposure I ever got to that storyline was this really abhorrently fucking horrible live action piece of shit movie.
No.
And that was that was the first exposure that I ever got to Avatar: The Last Airbender. And all I have to say is that movie was fucking god awful, and I couldn't even follow the proper storyline. I mean, yes, but like the thing is that movie barely follows a functional plot line. Like the writing in that movie was so awful that I could barely understand what the fuck was happening. So automatically, when I found out there was an anime, my brain didn't correlate to the fact that, you know, the movie was based off the anime, and I really just kind of thought, why the fuck would I follow a plot line that doesn't make any fucking sense? So I never watched the anime.
It's funny. You think that's funny. You think it's an anime. It's actually not.
It's a cartoon.
It is a cartoon. It is an American-made studio. It was actually made in a Chinese space design.
Yes. I have like a really bad habit of calling like stuff animated in that style.
No, it's like okay. Anime. It's okay. No, it's okay.
Oh,
it's animation.
No. Yeah, it's animation. I have a very like bad habit of that. But like
that's what I call it. I just call it animation. Just kind of then it all kind of fits.
Yeah. But pretty much in technicalities, cartoon, animation. But yeah, I've never seen Avatar: The Last Airbender because of that fucking film.
Okay.
Because
so
my brain never like correlated to one or the other. Because I'd never, keep in mind, before I'd seen that live action film, I'd never heard of Avatar: The Last Airbender. I was never exposed to it. So when I first watched that live action film, that was the first experience I had ever gotten with that entire storyline.
Correct.
And that movie, now, if you've never seen it, makes the story so incredibly difficult to follow.
Yes. Okay. With that being said, that you haven't seen it, then what's your top 5 cartoons of all time?
I don't really remember any cartoons. That's the thing.
Oh. Okay.
Like, a little fun fact about me: my memory is like utterly horrible. Usually, unless it's like something significant, I won't remember it after a week.
Okay. You might want to get that checked, but
trust me, we know the cause. It's a lot of brain damage. Like, I've had a lot of like physical injuries in this life. Not a lot of me works well.
In this life.
Yeah, in this life. I'm going to come back in 40 years as a different person. But no, not a lot of my body works well, either mentally or physically. I've had a lot of damage.
Yeah.
But yeah, my memory is horrible. So cartoon-wise, I don't really have any. Anime, I could recite a few, because there's some that I just watch religiously, and I love them with all my heart.
Yeah. Well, for me, I can't really make like with numbers top 5. I could make like a top 3. But again, this is not in order. Avatar, The Amazing World of Gumball, and SpongeBob.
That's a good show.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah. I don't think people quite comprehend how good Gumball was.
I feel like people are comprehending it more now than they did when it was originally out.
Yes.
Like now as people rewatch it. Yeah, now as people rewatch it, people are like, "Oh my fucking god!" And I'm just like,
because the fact that it is entertaining right now, it is honestly more funny now that we've grown up and we can understand everything.
A lot of kids' cartoons are like even better because now you're getting the shit. Oh no, I've got one. This is actually, you know what? Without a doubt, my favorite cartoon. And judge me all you want for this. Gravity Falls.
Okay. Oh no, okay, that's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one.
Without a doubt, probably my favorite cartoon. Gravity fucking Falls. I've been rewatching it recently. I love it.
That's in my top 5.
That's fair.
Yeah.
What else we got?
But yeah, I don't know. You gotta watch we gotta watch Avatar like immediately. I don't know what we have to do that, but like, yeah.
It's pretty easy. Once I'm back from TwitchCon, I got you.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do that. Okay, well, what anime do you like then? What animes do you like? I mean,
Anime
I kind of
wise,
know some of them.
I was gonna say everybody who's like friends with me knows what my top anime is because I talk about it so goddamn often. Um,
Mm-hmm.
for those who don't know, it is Attack on Titan. Um,
Yeah.
that the reason being for that is actually because I started that story when I was 12 years old. Um, and if you know what the anime is about, I know what y'all are thinking. How did you, as a 12-year-old, watch giant people eating other people in a first episode of an anime? I was a fucked up kid. That's all you need to know.
Yeah.
But outside of that, yeah, Attack on Titan really cultivated as like one of my favorite stories, and I started it back in 2012 when it came out, and it just wrapped up not this year but late last year. Or actually, no, I think it actually wrapped up in March of this year. It's either March of this year or like late last year, but it wrapped up within the last year. So I've been watching the anime for over a decade, and I've been reading the manga for over a decade. So it was finally like the conclusion to one of my favorite stories of all time.
Yeah.
But I love that storyline with all my heart. So Attack on Titan is definitely my top anime. Two close seconds for me: Death Note and Summertime Rendering. And if nobody knows what Summertime Rendering is, it's a really nice kind of like action anime. It's a Hulu original, so I don't know if it's actually classed as an anime or a cartoon. I believe it is Japanese made though, so I believe it would classify as an anime. But it's a Hulu original. It's one of my tops. It's like a 22 episode story. But yeah, really cool anime about some old Japanese folklore, which I really like.
Oh yeah.
And then I would say other two for the top five would probably be Tokyo Ghoul and what's number? Well, that's a good question. What would the fifth one be? This is not in any particular order, by the way, except for Attack on Titan being number one.
Yeah.
Number five, might be The Promised Neverland.
See, I just don't think I could. I don't think I could ever get into Promised Neverland.
That's fair. The only reason I ever actually really got into it was specifically because of the character Norman in that. He's about the only reason I actually continued that anime.
Right. I started recently. I started watching. I started watching Full Metal Alchemist.
That is fair. Yes. Sorry. Fuck The Promised Neverland. Top five would actually be Your Lie in April. That anime made me fucking sob.
That's correct. Did you watch Angel Beats? You watched Angel Beats.
I have not finished it.
Oh no, you didn't finish it.
I need you to understand. I'm not done with it yet, and I already
spoilers.
I'm not going to say any spoilers. Trust me.
Okay.
But I need you to understand. I'm not even done with it, and that anime has already made me cry twice. I don't want to finish it.
Let me guess. It was the guitar song. The guitar lady, right?
I don't want to do this right now.
And then baseball. Right? Yeah.
I don't want to do this anymore. This isn't fun.
Yeah. Baseball. Yeah. It's like out of context spoilers for the Avengers Endgame. Just
literally
and Guitar Hero.
If you've never watched Angel Beats, remember these two words and watch the anime. You'll hate yourself just as much as I do after.
Also, graduation.
No, I don't want to hear it. Oh, god damn it. That anime is going to break me when I finish it.
That one. Holy fuck.
That anime is going to break me when I finish it. I just know it. Like, I need y'all to understand. Your Lie in April was 16 episodes. That anime fucked me up for 3 months after I finished it.
Oh, yeah.
Like, for 3 fucking months, 90 days, I was basically just not the same.
Let me tell you something. I became a machine of a musician. Too
Yeah.
bad fucking COVID hit, right?
Yeah, no, literally.
That was literally the indoor season. We are all on a roll. We had shit going. We had this bussin' ass show, and we were just starting to get it together. Spring break was gonna be a little extended. That's fine. I had the motivation. No.
Yep.
Your
That
whole
was the
season
best
canceled.
part too, because you know what happened for me with the pandemic?
Hmm.
That was my first year of college that it hit. I
Yep.
crashed and
Yep.
burned so fast.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it was rough. Either way, though, yeah, that anime is gonna break me when I finish it, guaranteed.
Yeah. Yeah. That's for sure. For me, I know we're gonna get called normies. So I hope you know, Lucy. We're gonna get called fucking normies that we don't watch quote unquote real anime. God damn it.
I don't give a
You don't know
shit.
why?
I don't give a
'Cause,
shit
all
what
right.
anybody thinks. To be honest, if you think that the stuff we've named is not real anime, you can go fuck yourself. All right.
Well, I'm about to name fucking SAO. All right.
Okay, no. Here's the thing. I'm going to die on this hill, and I don't give a shit about it.
We've done
I
this
don't
before.
give a
All right.
fuck what anybody here thinks. Sword Art
Can't go
Online.
on for
Here's the
too
thing,
long.
huh?
We can't go on for too long. We've done this already.
I won't go on it for too long, but I'm gonna say this. I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks. All right, you don't have to like a certain anime, but here's the thing: you can't deny what it is just because you don't like it. Like, all right, there's plenty of cinema that I hate, but I don't pretend it doesn't exist.
Yeah. 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 Except My Hero Academia can suck a dick.
That anime is fucking horrible,
suck
but at the end of the day, it is still an anime. That is the thing. Like I may hate.
Listen,
Like here's
I
the
will
thing.
respect.
I will.
My best friend watches it, so like I respect anybody that watches it. But when I was in high school, there was, I think I've said this before. There was a girl in high school that tried to force it down my fucking throat, and for that I pretty much will never watch it because it's just super. I know it's not going to meet the expectations that I have for it. I have like now, like outrageous expectations for it, and I
That
don't want it.
that is fair. I will say I can respect the first 3 seasons of that anime. Anything after that, no.
Yeah, yeah,
Or the first 4 seasons, I guess.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
And listen, be known, I do not appreciate the assault scenes in SAO. I do not appreciate that. I don't think really any of them were necessary.
not a single scene from that was necessary.
Yeah, they, especially the spoilers again, spoilers. For season 4, I think this is the best example of where they really could have taken it in a different direction. They had to. They had to. They did not have to. There was a scene where their apprentices were younger females, and they were
Yeah,
captured by apprentices on their level,
yeah,
right?
I remember that.
On Kirito's level,
Alicization.
Yujiro, the other character, right? So basically, the reason why they put it in there is so they could get the plot of Yujiro broke through the system and he killed somebody, like he broke the master rule, and
Yeah,
they're not supposed to do that because he's an AI.
yeah.
But they definitely could have done that in a better way. I know they
Well,
were trying to be dark,
they could have done it in such a
but
better way. Cause like, here's the thing. Think about it like in a like this is a completely different fandom I'm about to hop into. But think about it in like a Detroit Become Human scenario. Like
mhm.
Marcus, Kara, Connor, all of their breaking scenes were nothing that detrimental.
Yeah.
Like Marcus's breaking scene, for those who haven't seen Detroit Become Human, by the way, these are like the scenes when they break out of like their AI restrictions. But like Kara's breaking scene is probably the most violent and fucked up, and that's because it's like domestic abuse of father to a daughter, and that's probably the most fucked up that is. But like Marcus's scene is literally just like a fight between father and son, and then the father gets so stressed out that he starts having a heart attack. That's it. That's not that dark. Like, let's be real. And Connor's scene is literally Connor breaking out after realizing his entire world is like completely fucked. They could have done that in 1,000 better ways for an AI to break that than like, yeah, let's have two guys sexually assault somebody. What?
Yeah. Like they could have put, what I think should have happened is they should have like cornered Kirito or something like that, right? And
at the very least, it should have been like a murder thing, not not
sexual assault. Yeah, we could do. Torture is okay. This seems weird to say, but torture is okay. Sexual assault is not.
Here's the thing: I would rather see torture. Is the thing, because like at that point, it's like not like. This is going to sound really bad when I say it. Torture is not as fucked up to portray. Okay, compared to sexual assault, torture is really not fucked up to portray at all in a movie.
In the way that they were going to do it. Let's completely clarify. In the way that they were going to do it in SAO. Because this is a sword anime. They're probably just going to tie him up and stab him in the leg a few times, right?
Yes.
Make him feel pain, right? I know there are much more terrible ways of torture, and we're going to get into all that. Okay?
We're not going to get into it, but yeah. Like, I feel like most times in media, though, there are other things that people can choose than sexual assault.
Yes.
Not even most times, all times, there's other routes to choose.
Like I said, I do not think it was necessary.
No, it was not.
Besides that, though, it's a great show.
Right. Oh, absolutely. Like, the plot behind SAO minus those 3 scenes are glorious.
You can honestly skip the episodes. You'd have to read it, what's going on.
Yeah, I mean,
the only part that you can skip without...
You just have to skip, like, those 5-minute bits, because there's literally nothing important in any of them.
Yeah. Like the only one I can actually think of is, like, you're gonna miss the actual scene. Matter of fact, no, you can just skip ahead to where Yujiro just breaks out.
Literally. Like, that's it. Like, that's the only thing you'd miss if you skipped all 3 of those scenes.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. And I guess Asuna getting out. Right? But you see her right after. And
I was going to say,
when Kirito goes to the hospital, so...
Yeah. But yeah.
But like, hear me out. There are other animes. There are some other animes that also do some weird shit and nobody talks about it, but that's just part of the plot, right? For instance, Konosuba is one of the funniest fucking animes of all time, but if the main character was a real person, he would be in prison.
Okay, but let's be real. I feel like 98% of main character anime characters would be in prison for the shit they do.
Yes.
Like, let's be real. If any of these anime characters were actually real people, society would class them as psychopaths or like.
Kirito has. You have to think about it. Kirito has killed actual people.
Okay, but like, let's be real.
Yes.
Let's be real.
It was
borderline everybody in that anime has killed a real person.
He did kill real people. No, not everybody. The only reason he had to was he was in the top guild in the original story of Sword Art Online.
I do remember that, yes.
He was attacked by
that's self-defense.
The Black Coffins.
Granted, that's self-defense. I wouldn't even class him as a psychopath for that, because I do the same shit.
Yeah, he was very haunted by that for years.
I mean, even if he wasn't, like, I wouldn't blame him for that shit. Like, dude, 2 people are trying to kill you when they very well know that killing you in the game equates to you dying in real life. Like, at that point, that's self-defense. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Like, if it's you or me, I'm sorry. I'm going back, bitch.
Yeah. Yep, ain't happening, bro. Hear me out, though. If SAO ever became a thing, I'll be the first one to sign up.
Oh, 100%
you can sign
same.
Me up you can sign me up. You can use my brain, bro. It's all good.
100%. Listen.
Shit happens, bro. As long as you pay my family, if shit happens, bro, I'm chilling.
Yeah, no, 100%. I'm gonna be real.
You could strap me right into the first nerve gear you've ever tried. I don't care.
I'll be
I don't
100% real. Like, yeah, if it means I get trapped in there for 3 years, oh well.
Oh well.
Like, I'm gonna be real. There's
I'll
not
be
much on
good.
this side of the planet for me right
I'll
now.
be fine. I think I'll be just fine, actually. Be completely real. As long as y'all keep me on life support and keep supporting my body,
Literally,
I'll be alright.
Literally,
I'll
like,
be alright.
I'm gonna be real. There's not much for me right now on Earth. I'll roll with it. Send me in, motherfuckers. I'll clear those 100 floors in a week.
I mean, we won't. We'll take years to do it. That's okay.
Absolutely, but it'd be
We'll get
funny to
over it.
try. But no, yeah.
See, the reason why. This is why I can't get into VR research, because I told a friend of mine, you'd have to kick me out of VR at a Nerf gear. I wouldn't come out.
I'd be breaking into his
I
apartment
wouldn't.
after 3 days and be like, "Get out of the fucking
Hey!
set."
And I'll be like, huh? Doctor, water!
Yeah, I'm
Water!
like kicking down his door. His neighbors are like thinking there's a home invasion going on. They're calling the cops. I'm like, don't worry, I'm just making sure he's alive.
Take off my headset the first thing.
It's a wellness
Water!
check. Don't worry.
Water! Water!
Can you imagine me screaming that to your future neighbors? Just, it's a wellness check. Don't worry. As I'm kicking your door down.
Honestly,
I'd go to jail so
that wouldn't
fast.
surprise me. No, you would. You'd come to expect it, knowing me.
Yeah, valid. But yeah, that'd be interesting. Although, moving away from the animes because we don't got too much time left. There's something that I want to talk about in regards to creator safety.
Oh yeah, we could talk about the main topic. I discovered this on like a clip of hers. Just I was randomly scrolling through YouTube.
Oh, and
It
like what
was-
was happening?
And it was what was going on.
Yeah.
And for context of what we're talking about,
IronMouse.
IronMouse is a very, very, very popular VTuber, right? And she streams on Twitch.
She does.
Now, she has a VODs channel, right? On
well, for other
YouTube, where
context,
she
before we go into the VODs channel, IronMouse is one of the VTubers who nobody knows anything about. Rightfully so. She deserves her privacy if she wants it. Nobody knows her name, her face, nothing. Like, she's only known as IronMouse. None of her personal information is out there whatsoever. She is a completely 100% anonymous VTuber, which is completely within her right to do. But that being said, she has a VODs channel, which somebody put false claims on. And those false claims are in an effort to get her to reveal her actual identity. Because YouTube, for those who are not YouTubers who don't know this policy, when your channel gets copyright strikes like that, what happens is if you have to prove the content is yours, you have to give them your real identity.
Your actual personal information.
Yeah, and once IronMouse hands that over to them, if she did, she's not. But if she had to hand that over to them, that would basically make that information liable to just be out there. Anybody at YouTube could access it, and if someone got into the wrong section of YouTube by any points, that information's out in the world now, and people now would know who IronMouse is.
Well, that's not the biggest concern. The biggest concern is it gets sent to the person who makes the claim.
That too. Actually, I forgot about that.
That's the biggest. Yeah, that's the biggest problem.
YouTube sends that to the person who made the copyright claim originally.
Even if it's declined or accepted, it doesn't matter. They send it either way.
Yeah, I forgot about that part.
Yeah.
But yeah, so not only would YouTube store that, but the
issue.
person who made the claim would get the info, and that person could just willingly choose to be like, "Oh, hey guys, guess who IronMouse is?"
Now, you may be like, okay, well, IronMouse is part of an organization. She's part of Vishojo. Why doesn't Vishojo just reach out on her behalf?
They did.
Well, they have.
YouTube doesn't give
And
a
their
shit.
response was nothing.
Yeah.
Yes. They do not care.
Yeah. Vishojo was literally like trying to get their whole lawyer teams on it. They were like, "Hey, like we can prove this is IronMouse. Like, even YouTube knows the VOD's channel is IronMouse. They just don't care.
Yeah.
But there's
They
something...
have to follow their claim system.
They do have to follow their claim system, which is such a stupid excuse. But, like, there's one other thing that I want to highlight in this whole mess, too, that I think is also pretty fucked up in regards to IronMouse having to reveal their personal information. IronMouse has a channel manager for that. And this is how I found out about it. But their channel manager posted this on Twitter, basically saying that, like, in 24 hours, the IronMouse VOD's channel was going down because of that, and explained the whole situation. And in that tweet, that channel manager basically said, this channel going down means that I am out of a job, and I will no longer be getting paid. Which is, like, I don't think anybody really considers creators or the people that work for creators as real people whenever they pull this shit. Because it's like, they literally just are like, they want to do this for fun. They want to do this for God knows what reason. And I don't think people just consider that.
I think what YouTube's thinking is, oh, she'll just start making a little bit of revenue on her VODs. They don't think about who's actually behind uploading those VODs, getting them onto the page, editing out some things that maybe she didn't want the VODs, the normal VODs to see from the live video, right?
Yeah. And that's a channel manager.
Yeah. That's literally their job.
That person is now out of a job because somebody was selfish enough to be like, oh, well, I want IronMouse's actual information. So what I'm going to do is force them to reveal it. And IronMouse, obviously, again, well within her right, does not want to do that. So she's just going to let the channel die, which is, again, rightfully hers to do. But, like, that because that person wanted to harm IronMouse, they've now harmed not only IronMouse, but a channel manager and anybody else who is involved with that channel. And, again, the whole community as well. Because all of that data, all of those VODs and everything, gone. Because one person decided to be selfish enough to want to hurt somebody. And it's like, it's wild to me because there's so many people out there who just don't want to, like, treat creators as human. When it's like, dude, like, they're just as human as you are. And it's crazy to me that you can't respect them like you would respect anyone else's privacy.
Yeah, it's quite ridiculous what standards that it's like a lot of stereotypes that a lot of people put on streamers, and I will give credit where credit is due. I think a lot of it comes from the oversaturation of it, because what the world sees is a bunch of parents see all their kids hopping on their computer doing this thing called Twitch.
Yeah.
Where they sit there and play video games, and apparently other people like to watch that. Like, most of the time that does not comprehend in most parents' brains. Right? Yeah. It just doesn't work for them. And the problem is a lot of kids don't understand that you don't need a fucking $4,000 desk setup to be a good streamer.
Oh god,
and a lot of people do that.
Take that at face value, because like, I'm gonna be real.
A lot of people do that.
I don't have like the best setup. Like, it's not a bad one by any means, because like I do a lot more than just game on it. But like, I don't. Not even I have like, my setup doesn't cost more than like $1,300. Like desks, speakers, headphones, PC, all that included. My setup does not cost more than like $1,300, and that's including monitors, keyboard, mouse, desk, everything. And that's because I don't need that.
Yeah, I'll fully admit, my setup probably is a little bit more than $4,000 if I were to combine everything that's sitting on this desk. But also I use it for other things other than just gaming. I don't sit here and just
like,
use
we didn't buy it
streaming.
specifically for streaming is the thing. Like,
yes, did I do it as part of it to enjoy, I have a 4070 Super now and a 14th gen processor. Is part of it to enjoy the graphics looking good? Yes, of course it is. But also, I have I also have videos I need to download of 100 gigabytes of footage I need to go through.
Yeah.
And to do that and to get it rendered out very quickly, I need a beefy computer.
Exactly.
I just do.
It's the same for me, like, when I'm editing or doing anything like that.
But hear me out, please. If you, like, especially if you want to stream on console, just hit the stream button. I don't care what microphone you're using, as long as it doesn't have a buzz in the background or some kind of clicking noise. As long as it functions like a microphone, you're good.
Not even just
it
that,
doesn't
too.
matter.
Like, again, I am a strong believer and like perpetual. This is something that I wholeheartedly believe when it comes to content. There is an audience out there for everything. That audience, there are audiences out there that sure they want to follow a large streamer that has all like the best like things, and that's because that's what they're specifically looking for. But like again, not everybody gives a shit about that. And again, there is an audience out there for everything. So when all these people are like immediately like, you know, oh hey, I got to do this because this creator's doing this.
Yeah, I'll give you a perfect example. Give you two perfect examples. One of a big creator and one of a small creator. The big creator, Moist fucking Critical. Okay, have you guys seen this man's setup? The only reason he has so many monitors is because he's a React streamer, so he likes to have things on multiple tabs. That's it. It's literally it. This guy uses AirPod headphones from like 2017, plugged into an AT2020, which you can buy for $80 with the stand. Like, you do not need all this. And another good example of a small streamer that I know, a person named Whoa Hollywood. She does Apex content, right? She even bought a new computer to stream on and stuff like that. But I was like, if you're enjoying what you're doing, don't stop. And what she does is she has her headset. I think it's like a HyperX headset, right? And she just plays Apex on her PS5 and streams from there. Just reach chat off her phone or off her computer.
Yeah, no, like the whole thing. Again,
literally nothing. As a streamer, she's decently successful.
Yeah, no, like I'll be 100% honest. It's kind of the same with my shit too. Like my the headset I'm currently wearing, not the VR one, the audio one, but like the headset I'm currently wearing, it's falling apart currently. And like mind you, the headset I'm wearing was never actually like a product that was on any shelves. This is a prototype from a factory build. Like this thing is not even a headset that was ever sold on any shelves, and it has not impacted anything that I do. You don't need expensive shit. You don't need stuff that's like, you know, high end. You like literally you could. I'm using a factory prototype for my headset, and I've been doing that for the last 6 years. Yeah, like I've been using a factory prototype headset since 2018. Like this shit is fine.
Yeah. Yep. I've used this AT2020 for the last 4 years, and the only reason that me and Lucy's streams may seem like super professional to maybe the new streamer or the new Twitch watchers, because we've been doing this for a long fucking time.
We've been doing this for together we've been doing this for 6, almost 7 years now. And what
we've been doing this for a hot minute, bro.
What people need to realize is like the more you do it, the more you're gonna learn and grow from it. Like nobody starts. None of these people.
Go back and look at our old. Go back and look at our old clips of our first Twitch streams, right?
Not even just ours. Not even. Do you remember when? Go to like any large creator and look at their like first 3 Twitch clips, like the first ones they ever had. I guarantee you, they're like their audio is not going to sound as crisp. Like it's going to look pretty bad, and that's because they started at the bottom and they worked up.
Who remembers the fucking overlays that I made for myself in MS Paint?
Oh, I remember them. Who remembers the fucking
Comic Sans over it?
Yeah. Who remembers when I used to do technical setups every like day on stream? I would go live and I'd spend like 25 to 30 minutes.
30 minutes, yeah.
Like literally making sure all my audio stuff was done and everything. I wouldn't do that off stream like I do now, because I didn't know how it worked. So I would be talking while figuring it all out.
Yeah, what the most important advice I can give to
just start
a newer content creator: start. You need shit content to be out there.
Literally,
like
you need to start
content.
You need to start.
It is okay.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. And there's one other thing that I would say as well. Actually, to be cringe is to be free. Don't give a shit what people think on the internet, because no matter what you do as a creator, someone's gonna hate. I'm gonna be 100% honest.
Yep.
Like this is a great example of mine from like a year or two ago. But when I was really into Apex, I managed to hit what, in my regards, was a pretty good shot. Now, this shot is probably insanely easy for your average Apex Predator champion or whatever. But for me, it was a difficult shot. I had a Kraber. The person went off.
Oh, I remember this.
Or no, sorry, I had an R301.
I
had an R301. That's what it was. And a person went off a jump pad, and I managed to like just take aim, and I hit him. I hit 3 shots consecutively and killed them while they were in midair. Now, for me, that's not an easy shot to make. I was not like bad at Apex, but I by all means was not good. And that was not an easy shot for me to make, but I made it. So I was like, oh my god, holy shit, I've killed him. Like, I thought it was cool at the time. And I uploaded a clip of that on YouTube Shorts. And this one dude comments and just goes, oh wow, you killed him off of a jump pad. Wow, so cool.
Made shot. Shut the fuck up, bro.
Yeah. And literally, like, my response to his comment is still up to this day, but my response to the comment was just a word of advice, buddy. Let people enjoy things.
Yeah, like, Jesus Christ. Not everyone has to be absolutely cracked to the wall, play 10 hours a day, good at the game.
Yeah, it's like, I'm sorry I didn't hit, like, a triple 920 backflip fucking no-scope while getting shot at from 8 different directions. I'm sorry, I'm just not that good.
Slitting a banana between my ass cheeks with my toes. Like, fucking Christ, man.
Literally.
What do you want me to do?
Literally.
I'm not that guy. I'm the funny guy, okay? I'm not good at games. I make my content funny because I'm bad at the games.
Exactly. I make comedy because I suck.
Exactly.
But, like, yeah.
There's a reason I'm not a pro player. I definitely want to be the cameraman or the commentator. Not that guy. Not that guy to be on the field.
Literally. But, yeah, like, that's one of the things, like, that's, like, the 2 biggest rules of content creation. Is 1, just start. You're gonna fucking learn along the way, and that's how it's gonna go. And then 2, just be cringe. Nobody gives a shit, dude. I'm gonna be 100% real. Like, people are going to hate, and that's going to happen whether you try and act the way people want you to or not. Like, so quit trying to, like, you know, put yourself into a box just because you think other people want to see it that way and do what the fuck you want.
Yeah, 100%. And I think that's a good message to end on.
That is a good message to end on. But also because I have work in 3 hours.
Yep.
But either way, we do hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll be seeing you all at the end of the month for episode 51 on September 30th or 31st. I don't really know what this month ends on, to be honest.
I do want to. Can I interrupt here and make a plug, Lucy?
Absolutely not.
Can I make a plug? All right, perfect. I am plugging my new podcast. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, no, he actually is doing a new podcast. We did forget to mention this.
Yes, I am doing a new podcast.
For those into
honestly,
sports.
Yes, whoever's into sports, into the NFL, come one, come all, and listen to the Bozo Take. The first episodes will be uploaded next Thursday before the kickoff of week 3. There are already 2 episodes in the making. I have to just edit them, and there's going to be a third for all 3 the week before the kickoff of the NFL season, last week and next week. So all of those episodes will be up next Thursday. The Bozo Take, anywhere you can get podcasts, you know, Spotify, Apple I'm setting it up pretty much the same way.
It'll be on all the same platforms we're on. And when he says next Thursday, by the way, what he means is 4 days after this is released.
My bad. When I mean Friday next Thursday, I mean Thursday the 19th, September 24th. Yeah. I will probably release it. I'll release it around noon. Yeah.
September 19th.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll release it around noon.
Because you said Thursday the 19th and then immediately said September 24th.
That is not what I said.
That is what you said. I have it on recording.
It's not what I said at all.
I will play this right back for you after the podcast.
Anyways, there's not even going to be a fucking logo up for this. This is just a thrown in the dark. I needed a place to rant. Me and my friend Matt, let me put that into context. I'm doing this with a friend of mine in real life, Matt Nowitzki. You know, perfect sports name.
Yeah. As known on the podcast as 18 different people.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, there's a bit you'll catch on to it. I'm pretty sure. We do a little, and we do like to do. We didn't do it last time for this episode. We're gonna do it for the next one. They do like to do a little warm up.
Yep.
For like the first 10 minutes of the episode where we just talk about random shit.
Hold the fucking line. Hold the fucking
What?
line. I'm sorry. One more cut in before we do anything else. One of our earlier podcast guests this year, actually just
you didn't
DM'd
see
us.
that?
Hi friends, are y'all gonna be at TwitchCon this year?
I saw that earlier. I didn't want to say anything. I was like, hey, you should respond to that later. But
I wanted to say something because I'm going there next week.
Yeah,
I gotta tell her that I will be.
Yeah.
But yeah, go check out the new podcast. Check out some stuff. Keep an eye on my stuff because I'm releasing a charity event soon for December. We're doing all
I'll
the
be
good
a part
shit
of
this
it
year.
as well.
He will be. It's gonna be a good fucking time. But definitely go check out the sports podcast. It was the Bozo Take.
Yep, the Bozo
The Bozo Take. And just like us, it is on YouTube.
Not yet. There will be a video
Spotify.
version in the future.
YouTube for LoofCast only for now. But both of the podcasts can be found on Spotify, Apple Music, and the Amazon device that I can't say because it's currently sitting behind me. And it's now on a shelf, so it has an angle to shoot me from the back of the head.
And don't worry, I'm not gonna plug this every time. I'm only gonna do it every once in a while. I'm not gonna.
Jokes
I'm
on
not gonna
y'all,
sit here and
motherfuckers.
shout.
I'm gonna do it. No. But yeah, either way, check that out. Check the rest of our episodes out if you haven't seen them before. Check us out individually. I am LuciKOH. This is Oof. We're on a lot of different social medias, and as usual,
Mainly
everything's
on-
linked in the YouTube description.
Yeah, mainly on Twitch and YouTube, but yeah.
Yes. But yeah, outside of that, I think that's a good place to end. So we do hope you
Yep.
all enjoyed. Check out all our other stuff, and we'll see you all in 15 days. Peace out, everybody.
See ya.